Live, the news you count on. NBC2, News at 11.
When she got in front of me, I just slammed on and held on to the brakes. I didn't want to really hurt her.
A little girl was hit by a car on her way home from school in Cape Coral. Her sister watched the whole thing happen. Only NBC2 is talking to the driver behind the wheel of the crash. Thanks for counting on NBC2. I'm Brenna Wyke.
And I'm Peter Bush. This happened right near Trafalgar Middle and Elementary Schools, just as kids were getting out. NBC2's Gage Goulding is investigating why the driver shouldn't have been behind the on the road in the first place.
8-year-old Ava and her little sister were biking home from school. Ava was leading the way. When she rode into this crosswalk, police say a man in a Mustang hit her.
I got a phone call that my daughter had been hit by a car.
Edwin Collin ran from his home just on the other side of Trafalgar Parkway.
I saw that she was conscious. She looked scraped up. Her ankle's pretty swollen.
She was rushed to the hospital. The man that hit her, Mike Strutler, a former bus attendant for disabled children here in Lee County.
When she got in front of me, I just slammed on and held on to the brakes.
Strutler tells me when he drove into the school zone, he slowed down to 15 miles per hour. But even at that speed, he said he couldn't stop the sports car.
I just slammed on the brakes. I didn't want to really hurt her.
This whole situation could have been prevented. Cape police say Strutler shouldn't even have been behind the wheel. His license is suspended. Ava's dad says that's not all that could have stopped this.
If there was a crossing guard, it would have been probably a different result.
That crossing guard is Barbie Baldwin. She was at her post 2 blocks away at the elementary school.
I wish I could have been there and have somebody here too.
Barbie drove school buses here in the Cape for 16 years. This is her second year as a crossing guard.
It's madness here.
She's expressed her concerns, but to no avail.
I tried to push it and they don't prove somebody.
She's committed to these kids though, even when she's not working.
Let me just make sure that this child crosses.
She stopped our interview to help a girl cross the street.
Do you mind if I go a little bit further down?
All while off duty.
You're good. It's just my nature.
While both Barbie and Ava's dad want a crossing guard posted here,
If nothing else, at least that.
it's not in their control. But what we can change is how we drive.
And that could be the difference between no accident, or minor accident or tragedy.
Strutler was given 2 citations, one for driving with a suspended license, the other for failing to stop. Reporting in Cape Coral tonight, Gage Goulding, NBC2.